I'm joined by Mayor of London, Boris Johnson. Last night at Eastleigh, we saw UKIP have a very successful evening. Do you think there'll be pressure? Do you think there'll be pressure now on the government, or the government will feel pressure to answer particularly the immigration issue by getting much tougher on immigration and therefore threatening London's great openness to outsiders?
You want my view on Eastleigh? It was kind of small earthquake in Hampshire, not many dead. You know, it was or small earthquake in Chile, nothing much. What really happened? The Liberals did kind of okay. They held on to their seat with a narrow majority. UKIP, in spite of everything, didn't win. The Conservatives were by no means exterminated in spite of leading a coalition during a very, very difficult time, and Labour came nowhere. So, I mean, for the best of the world, I'm unable to draw massive conclusions from the Eastleigh by-election, least of all about immigration policy. I think the position remains unchanged. I think the Prime Minister won't be lurching off in one direction or another. You know, stick to this common sense line. Stop illegal immigration. Don't let people come to this country thinking it's all a free ride and they can leech off benefits and all the rest of it. But be open to talent. And that's where we should be. We should be a great entrepreneur, free trading, free booting city and country that is open to the best and brightest from around the world. And that's been brilliant for London for 2,000 years. And I think that's what we're going to stick with.
And so you don't think there'll be pressure on the Prime Minister to toughen up on immigration? Do you think it makes it less likely?
Well, there may be such pressure, but I don't think he's going to bite. No.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, yeah, toughen up on illegals. Yeah, sure. But the basic concept of should we have software programmers being able to get visas relatively speedily from Hyderabad to come and set up a new company in Shoreditch? The answer to that is yes.
And are you satisfied that it is easy enough for those people to come to London?
I think there are issues that need to be sorted out. But I think the Home Office is actually at last starting to make some progress. I think we need to make even more progress, particularly on Chinese tourist visas.
Mm. You say that Eastleigh is not significant, but it is the first time that UKIP has featured in a Lib Dem Conservative marginal and pushed Conservatives into third place.
They didn't win. I mean, if it was, I think
if we take it to 2015, does it make a Conservative majority? Does it put it out of reach?
No, absolutely not. I think that a Conservative majority, the issue of the next government will be determined very, very simply. I think people will say, look, this is very much a presidential system these days. You need somebody who you want to be running your country in Europe, to be negotiating with our friends and partners in a responsible and realistic way. Somebody who won't, cock things up. And I think if you look at David Cameron, Ed Miliband, it's a no-brainer, and I think that will be incredibly influential when it comes to to 2015. And
but do you think
there's everything to play for? I mean,
what should the party do to address the UKIP problem? What's the UKIP problem? This party is coming up on the rails, as Nigel Farage puts it.
Well, maybe they, I mean, I think the interesting thing about all of the dogs is that none of them really bark. I mean, UKIP did not actually put on even in Eastleigh, which is a very volatile environment, even in a by-election, in the middle of a parliament, UKIP didn't win. That's no disrespect to people who want to vote UKIP and all the rest of it. It's just I'm in no way being complacent about the result, because obviously it would have been good for the Conservatives to win last night. It would have been wonderful if we'd had one. It would have been stupendous. But you've got to recognise, James, that if Maria Hutchings had won last night, it would have been the first by-election victory by the Conservative Party in government for more than 30 years. I mean, it would have been truly unbelievable. Actually, she was within 3,000 votes of doing it. So,
Boris Johnson, Mayor of London, thank you very much for joining us.